Hey guys, it's Toy Master here, and I'm going to show you a video or tutorial on how to solve the Rubik's Cube 3 into 3. Okay, so first you have to pick a center. The three parts are the centers, the edges, that is this plus, and the corners. The centers have only one color, the edges have two colors, and the corners have three colors. So first step is to pick a center, and I'm not be picking blue because the blue center sticker came off. You can see that it's different from white because white is not white is white, but this isn't. It's little darker. So I'm going to be picking yellow, and next step is you have to join a edge piece with the center piece. So as you can see here, there's an edge piece here and an edge piece here. So since it's not on the same ring as the center, you can just rotate it twice to bring it here, and then join it with its corresponding color. So yellow, and the edge is yellow orange, so join it with orange, and then search for another edge piece which is here. So if you rotate this up, you'll see that it is in the correct place, but the yellow blue edge is also there in the correct place, but you can't see it because the blue sticker came off. And now search for another edge piece. I'll pick yellow orange because yellow and orange, so the piece has to go here and the piece is here, so rotate it beneath where it has to be and then rotate it twice. So now again yellow red, and now the last is yellow green, which can only go here, and all the other edges were on the bottom face. I'll show you how to do it if they're on this third layer. If they're on the third layer, rotate it to the second layer anyway, like this or the other side. And if they're on the second layer, which you did now, hold it like you did for the 2 into 2. Hold in such a way that the yellow yellow center is up, and hold in such a way that the yellow edge is facing towards you. And since it's on the right side, rotate it towards the left. Now it's exactly beneath this position, and now you can just rotate it front. And now join the edges with their corresponding colors, and now you did the edges. So search for other corners, especially on the third layer, because that's the easiest to put. Now you can see this color yellow, green, red, this cube. So bring it beneath its position, that is between yellow, green and red. Yellow is here, green is here, red is here, so bring it beneath that, and it's on the right side, so bring it towards the left, bring the side down, bring it towards the right, bring the side up, and now you'll form this mini 2 into 2, and on the side you'll form this L's, the trial 1, 2 and 3. So now search for another yellow piece on the third layer, which is this yellow, orange, green, and bring it beneath where it has to be. It's on the left side, so bring it towards the right, bring the side down, bring it towards the left, bring the side up, and now you solved half of the first layer. And when you come to a part like this, when the yellow color is either on the bottom face or on the first layer, not on the third, then you have to bring the bottom face to the first layer. So it's yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue, red, so bring it beneath yellow, blue, red. And if it's like this, it doesn't matter if it's on the right side or on the left side, as long as it's in the bottom. Or if you're looking from the side, it's on the top. Rotate the centerpiece down, and rotate the yellow piece to the middle face, and rotate it back up again. Now if you saw, it came in the wrong position, so that should happen, because then the corner piece will come out, and you have to place it back in the same way you did. It's on the right side, so bring it towards the left, bring the side down, bring it towards the right, bring the side up. And now you'll see that the cube, which was on the opposite face, is now on the third layer, so you can do the same thing again. And then join the edges with their centers again, and now it's already done. So now to solve the second layer, you have to pick an edge which is on the third layer and it doesn't have white in it, because we know white is the opposite of yellow, so which doesn't have white in it. For example, this one, blue and red. So join it with its corresponding color, that is blue, to form this mini T. And this blue red edge, as you can see, it has to go here because blue and red are here, so it has to go to the left. Since it has to go to the left, bring it towards the right, bring the side down, bring it towards the left, bring the side up. And if you noticed, we misplaced one piece, so do what you did earlier and you'll put it in the correct position. And yes, it is important to misplace the piece, because that happens every time. Now search for another edge. Now as you can see, there are no edges without white. All of them have a white, so that means the edges are in the wrong position. They are in the second layer but on the wrong place, like green and orange. Instead of being here, it is here. So to bring it back from any side, if the incorrect edge is on the right side or the left side, it will work, but not if it's on the back. So I'm just going to have it on the right for now. Whichever way it is rotated, as long as the edge has one white side. Do the same thing if you had to put it to the right. So since you have to put it to the right, rotate the edge left, bring the side down, rotate the edge right, bring the side up, and you misplace the piece. So rotate the side right, bring the side down, rotate the cube right, bring the side up. And now you'll see that the piece which you removed is now on the third layer. So if you do the same thing again, you will put it in the correct position, which it is now. So now search for another piece, and this one is already in the form of T. So do the same thing again, of rotating it in the opposite direction where you have to put it. And the last piece is here, and if you do the same thing again, you'll solve the second layer eventually. So to solve the third layer, first you have to solve the plus. The corners aren't important in solving the plus. So to solve the plus, if the first step is the dot, if the dot is there, then you can hold it in any direction and do the algorithm which is on screen now. F, R, U, R inverse, U inverse, F inverse. Now that will give you an L-like shape, which is like this. You have to hold it in such a way that the L shape is on the top right, like this, on the top right of all the other edges. It is here, this L. And when you're holding it in the top right, one of the edges has to be facing you, while the other has to be facing to the right side, and you should do the same algorithm again. F, R, U, R inverse, U inverse, F inverse, and then you'll get this bar. When you get this bar, you have to hold it horizontally, if this is horizontally, that is, and you have to do the same algorithm again. F, R, U, R inverse, U inverse, F inverse, and finally you'll get the plus. Now after you get the plus, you have to join the centers with, you have to join the edges with their centers, like white and green. So join it with white and green, but you'll see that none of them will be, all of them won't be in the correct position. Only one or sometimes two, like white and orange. Here white and orange are in the correct position, so it's white and blue. You should hold it in such a way that you should rotate it in such a way that two of the edges are in the correct position while two are not. So the two incorrect edges, one has to be facing you and one has to be facing right. So now when you come to this point, where the two edges, the two incorrect edges, one is facing you and one is facing the right side. You have to do this algorithm. Right up to R U2, R inverse, U inverse, R U inverse, R inverse, and then U inverse again. And if you do this, all the edges and centers will be in the correct position. And now you have to move on to the corners. Okay, so now that you did the plus, you have to join all the edges with their corresponding centers, and you'll get something like this. Some cubes might be in the correct corner but not rotated correctly, while some of them are not even in the correct corner. So the cube which is in the correct corner, hold it towards the bottom right of the top face, that is here, and then do this algorithm. Left inverse up, right up inverse, left up, right inverse, up inverse. What this algorithm does is, the other three corners, that is this and this, it rotates them in a clockwise manner. So this would go here, red would go here, and white would go here. So since none of them are in the correct position, you have to do the algorithm again. Left inverse up, right up inverse, left up, right inverse, up inverse. And now one or more of the cubes will be rotated correctly. All of them will be in the correct position, but some of them will be rotated correctly, and the ones that are rotated incorrectly, you have to see by how much you have to rotate them. Like this cube, you have to rotate it once clockwise, you have to rotate it once, while this you have to rotate it twice, once and twice. The algorithm which I'm going to tell you, it rotates the bottom right and top right corner pieces in the ratio 2:1. So this would rotate twice and this would rotate once. So this blue color of the cube would go here, 1 2, and it would land here, while this blue would reach here. So if you notice that they rotate in the ratio 2:1, you'll see that we have to do the algorithm twice for both of them to be in the correct position, in the correct form. So the algorithm is right up to, right inverse, up inverse, right up inverse, right inverse, left inverse, up to, left up, left inverse, up, and then left. And this will rotate the corner pieces. As I said, blue would come here and the other blue would come here, and so you have to do the algorithm once more. Right U2, right inverse, up inverse, right up inverse, right inverse, left U2, left inverse U2, left U, left inverse U, left, and you solve the cube. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you like tutorials like this, and comment down if you had any problem with this, and I'll try to explain it in the comments. And if you want me to do another type of tutorial, and if you're new to this channel, why not subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.